How do I approach a good woman? One that's got some longevity attached to her, some class, some responsibility, and still sexy. Let's talk about that real quick, y'all.
I was just patient, never try skating. Fuck niggas hating.
So there's some differences between an approach that you would take to get with a modern woman and a successful or respectable woman, one who has a whole lot more class, carries herself with lots of value. So first and foremost, I want to discuss how men and women we rate each other on a scale from 1 to 10. I discussed this several times, but it helps. So 50% of that 10, if we consider somebody a dime, is based off how they look. And the other 50% is based off of their personality and their character. So this is also very subjective because there's a lot of people who, when looking at someone, think she looks good because certain attributes that might not apply to what another man likes, like booty. A lot of men are booty men, like they like booty. They don't care for breasts. And then there's other men who like, nah, I'm a breast guy. I don't like booty. So you get the drift. But my point is, being that we look at each other and we have to split it in half of it being based on our appearance and the other half being our character, we're going to keep that logic in our brain as we make this approach, right? So if you were approaching a modern woman, you'd probably want to have on some jewelry. You want to look like money. You want to look like success because that's what appeals to modern women. And why does it appeal to modern women? Because modern women are only out for what can benefit them. So a guy with money is going to look like, ooh, trips, ooh, shopping, ooh, arm candy in the club. But a good woman isn't thinking like that. A good woman is more concerned with longevity, not getting her feelings hurt or played or cheated or been made a fool out of, consistency, and she's probably going to say she's dating with intent to get married. Now you, as an intentional man, you're like, yeah, I want that one. I get it. So do I. So how do we go about hollering at this girl right here? And what do we need to know? That's easy. Let me take a look at here, man. First and foremost, I got it written down just so I don't miss any important bullet points, but I could freestyle it. But let's be safe, okay? Now, everything that you're not saying, okay? So this is the physical part of your approach towards a real woman or a classy woman or an intentional woman, a respectable woman. These are the things that she is going to look at. And it might be some of the similar things as a modern woman will look at, but bear with me. Make sure your nails are clean. What? Yeah, nails. Women in general like a man with clean fingernails. I mean, to me, it's basic because if I take a shower, my nails are clean. But I guess if you approach a woman and your nails aren't your nails aren't clean, then you probably haven't taken a shower today. And that's a turnoff. That speaks a lot to your hygiene. And I see where she's coming from. Next thing she's going to pay attention to is your shoes. You want to make sure that they're clean. Okay? What? Yeah. If you're going to approach a woman, make sure your kicks is clean. Worst case scenario, though, if your shoes aren't clean, maybe you just got off work, so you're wearing some work boots that are dirty or whatever kind of shoes that are dirty. What I would do is when I approach a good woman or a woman in general, I'd probably say something like, excuse the shoes. I'm just getting off work. And what you might be met with is a woman who giggles, you're good, hon. because she definitely was going to check out those shoes. Okay? Next, she's going to pay attention to your cleanliness. Be fresh shaved. Now, in the event that you're not fresh shaved, well, it's equivalent to grabbing a gun and spinning the barrel and then going like this. Click. It may click or it may go pow. Okay? So if you ain't right in that department, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know how to help you. Make sure you clean shaved. Okay? Your first impression means a lot. Now, moving forward. One other hint before I skip this, or not skip because I didn't skip it at all, but before I move forward, take off the hat. Don't approach a good woman with class with your hat on. Take the hat off, bro. Okay? That's what we're going to do first and foremost. Now, the outfit that you're wearing is going to show your maturity levels. Me, I'm a t-shirt kind of guy. But, you know, like this one is a Mark Echo or something like that. I don't know. Got a little, it's a t-shirt, but it got a little style to it, I guess. I like it. I'm not wearing designer or nothing like that. And designer is nice. But, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to get fresh. You get fresh and make sure you don't got no wrinkles and make sure that you matching and make sure that you got clean fingernails and make sure that you have clean shoes on and make sure you are fresh shaved. Okay? Some women might say additional stuff like she likes a nice smile, but for the most part, make sure your fingernails are clean, make sure your shoes are clean, and you're fresh shaved. For the most part. This is a generalization. Okay? Now, when it actually comes to your approach, when you're closing in on her, I'm going to tell you how to do that too. Before I get there, I want to say something that's guy code. And I don't have a bottle nowhere near me. It's in my car. Cologne. How you smell. I got some pointers on smelling, on cologne. Don't think that you know it all and just go in there and buy some cologne somewhere. Here goes some pointers on some cologne. Get something that smells sweet versus masculine. Because something sweet, women, they already wear sweet-smelling perfumes. So if you wear something sweet-smelling, she's going to like it by default. Women like sweet. There are some women who like more masculine, but you're going to have a good shot if you wear something sweet. Another thing I would say is get some cologne that's oil-based, not water-based. And it says it's typically on the bottle. I don't have no bottles. But it'll show you water-based, or it'll say in the ingredients, it'll say water or something like that, or it'll say like oil, or there's another name. And that, make sure if you ask the folks, is this oil-based or water-based? Get you some oil-based, because the oil-based is going to linger further, longer, and you don't need as much. So that's another thing. You want to smell good when you approach a woman. And the better you smell, the better the chances. Okay? Now let's get to the actual approach. Never walk up from behind a woman. Don't do that. That's scary. It catches her off guard. It's shocking. It's alarming. You could have been a mugger or a robber or other things. Not a good look. She's going to already be put on guard because you did that. Secondly, don't touch her under any circumstances. That's going to be alarming too, because why are you being invasive? Why are you invading her private space, her personal space, and her body? You are already touching her. You are being a little too assertive and a little too aggressive. Don't do that. Do not touch this woman. Next, I would say is you want to keep a distance and make sure that she sees you first before you start talking to her. Okay, so walk around. If you're coming from the back, walk around. She looks up, safe space. Don't try to block her or cut her off wherever she's going. Kind of approach her and still allow her to have freedom to move in the direction she was already headed, so she never feels uncomfortable. Lastly, is you don't want to have any serious, scared look on your face. She's going to become paranoid immediately because now she's going to be looking at your facial expression and she's going to be like, what is this dude doing? But if you walk up to her and you have a smile and you look welcoming and you look uplifting and lighthearted, she might even think that you're coming from some church. You're promoting some church that's new in the area. And that's kind of what you want to go for. Real spill. Okay? So that's how you would approach her as far as closing in. Now, what are you going to say to her? I'm going to tell you what not to say. Don't say, hey. Don't say, a. And don't say, yo. Any one of those three words, you have lost her attention before you even got it. So you can say other words like, excuse me, hi, or hello. Now, those are welcoming, respectable, and everything. And I like to do these anyway because what if she is there with her children? And what if she is there with a significant other that you didn't see? He's getting out the car late. You haven't disrespected anyone's family. So even if you do see a man walk up, no harm, no foul. You didn't disrespect my lady. You said hi. You said hello. You okay? You said excuse me. Okay, but let's get past that. Now, how do you talk to this woman and get to the point of potentially getting her phone number? I have another piece of advice here. Being that you looked at this woman and you decided that you wanted to talk to her because her looks were on a scale that high enough on that scale that attracted you, and you said, "Ooh, yeah, I like her." Well, some people, especially people who are dealing with fear of rejection, maybe a little bit of insecurities, they might approach this woman and think to themselves, I hope she likes me. So their heart is pounding. They can't breathe. Not like they're dying, but it's just they need to take some controlled breathing exercises. Instead of having the mindset that I hope she likes me, you should approach her with the mindset of, let me see if I like her. Let's go see if I like her. And by having this mindset, your confidence stays neutral. It stays in a safe place. It doesn't dip. You don't become shaky and nervous. So let's go approach this girl right now and let's see if I like her. She looks beautiful. Let me see if I like her. Okay? And the conversation is probably going to go something like this. Oh, before I do that, I want to say one of my icebreakers or conversational starters is I like to compliment women. And the reason why I like to compliment the woman is because I was thinking it from way over there. Why can't I just speak my mind? I definitely want to be within respectful boundaries, but let's go up to this woman and tell her what I'm thinking. So I would probably approach this woman and be like, you are a very pretty lady. Red is definitely your color. That's it. I'm not finna give her no punchlines. I'm finna speak exactly what's on my mind. And it's a 50-50 chance that she will either do one or two things. You are a very pretty lady. And she responds with, and keeps walking. Okay. Don't say anything else to her. Leave her alone. You spoke your mind. She was unavailable or uninterested for whatever reason. Who cares? Go on about your day. Or she could respond with, thank you, and smile. Now, if she responds with thank you and a smile, you obviously going to tell her, you're welcome. My name is Jerome. Then she has another two possible ways of responding. She can not want to shake your hand for whatever reasons, who cares? Or she can reach out and shake your hand. She shook your hand. Now, what I would wonder next, because let's say we all get approached. Let's say we're going into a Walmart and you got a random man approach you. He says, excuse me. So he approaches you politely, even as a man. You look up and now your brain is open to whatever he has to say. You say, yes. What's going on? What's up? And then he immediately says something that lets you know what his intentions for walking up on you were. It's like, excuse me, sir, would you like to buy some candy? Or, excuse me, sir, do you have $1 I can borrow or I can have? Do you have $1 so I can get on the bus? Regardless if you think they're lying or not, the first thing that they say to you is something that shows all of their intention. And you can make a decision, A, to say, yeah, sure, I got $1. Here you go, son. Or B, I don't carry cash. I only got a debit card. No, thank you. I'm not interested. So just like that applies to you, the same thing applies to this woman. So when you approach this woman and you say, excuse me, and you got her attention, and then you say, you're a very pretty lady. She's going to say, thank you. Or she's going to be like, and keep going. But if she says, thank you, you say, you're welcome. My name is Jerome. And then she can either say her name immediately, or you can say, what's your name? And then when she tells you her name, then you want to say something to the effect of, well, not say yet. I would ask, are you single? Now, that's letting her know what your intentions are, because now she knows that you're interested in talking to her. And asking a woman if she's single is a safe way of approaching her, because if she says, no, I'm not, I'm actually married, or no, I'm not, I don't date men, or no, I'm not, I have a boyfriend, or I am, but I'm not interested in dating right now, no problem. Okay? You didn't waste your time giving her this spiel when she's not even going to give you a phone number anyway. But let's say, best case scenario, you are a very pretty lady. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. My name is Jerome. I'm Stacy. Nice to meet you, Stacy. Are you single? Yeah, I'm single. That's perfect. Well, I seen you from across the parking lot. I thought you were very beautiful. I had to come tell you that, and I'm definitely interested in getting to know you. So why don't you take my phone number down, and if you're single and would like to go out sometime, just give me a call or a text. Okay, what's your number? It's either okay, what's your number, or it's going to be like, well, just take my number down, because she's in a rush. Cool. Now, here goes the thing. Once you say that, your job is done. Breathe, brother. Okay? You was holding your breath the whole time. You was nervous. You got it out the way. You shown intentionality. You was authentic. You didn't use any punchlines. Breathe. Now, you do have an opportunity to add a little bit more on top of that, but that's dependent on you. Because me, while I'm putting a number in my phone, I'm like, yes, sir. Found a nice one. I feel lucky today. I don't even need to go to the casino no more. That's just me, though. But you don't have to do that. That's just me. I'm goofy. And I would celebrate kind of in front of her. And it would kind of give her a little bit more validation and a little glimpse of what kind of person I am. I'm upbeat. I like to have fun. Never mind. Okay? Moving forward. So one thing you'll notice about exchanging phone numbers with a woman, a good woman, in fact, there's two things she's going to do once you get that number, or once she gives you give her the number, or she gives you the number, is you take her number down if she gave it to you, and then you text her your name. This is Jerome. Don't forget me. And then she's either going to respond or not, or she's going to respond back and be like, got you, locked in. Okay. Done. Go about your day. Success. Or if she says she takes your number, she is either going to do one of two things. She's either going to immediately text you with locked in, or she's going to say her name, Stacy, one word. It's a good thing. She's pretty much giving you her number back. And then you text her like, got you, Jerome, don't forget the name. And then she probably will say, I won't, or okay, done. Now, the last possibility is that she gave you her number and it was either fake, so you text and didn't get a reply, and you never will, or you gave her your number and she never reached out. But all of that is irrelevant. It's out of your control. You just want to approach a woman that looked like a classy, respectful woman, and you wanted to do it in a confident, respectful manner. because you are looking for something other than these modern women. And you would like to meet somebody outside of online dating. Okay? That's pretty much all there is to it. I would keep it just that simple because I don't want to overcomplicate this. It's really not a complicated thing. You just have to deal with your own confidence. That's it. And if you rehearse this thing, maybe on a woman who was less attractive, and maybe, if you're dealing with fear of rejection, like most of us are, randomly try to talk to a woman, and boom, you don't even need to reach out to her. And I'm not, it just happens. It's part of the game. We're all at one point in time are going to be a casualty of war. So don't feel guilty about that. You reached out to a chick that you wasn't even going to reach out to, and you're like, oh, that's how it works. And you work out your spiel. And then when you finally come across that woman that you are interested in, or maybe when you're watching this video, you already know a woman at your job or a woman at your church that you want to talk to. And now you know, okay, cool. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. This is something I would sit my son down and tell him. It's just that simple. Me, I do online dating, and it's much more easier because you click like, and then if they like you back, you've already matched. So the interest is, your reassurance is already there. But the same thing applies online dating. When you reach out to her, she might not respond back to you. She could have just been browsing just because she wanted attention and she wants to be able to log on to her profile every now and then to see 1,000 unread messages, and then she gets a shot of dopamine and validation, and she just logs back off. That's just how it is, fellas. I hope I helped somebody. If I did click like, I'll do more videos like this. Okay? If you're new to this channel, my name is Jerome. This has been an episode of The Superb Word, where I give modern dating advice to good men, intentional men, men who are ready to settle down, men who are looking for a much more high-quality woman than the modern woman. And I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have good luck. And if you have any questions or anything like that, tap in with me, leave it in the comments. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under The Superb Word. And let's make this happen together. All right, y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all day. Nice talking to you. Till next time. Peace.